I tell you what, Trump derangement syndrome is really hitting fever pitch the closer we get to the election. I've got 3 great examples I've seen in the last week. We'll go through them right after this quick sponsor. The use of toxic smoke grenades, raging bushfires and literal dumpster fires are on the rise in 2000 and current year, and those who have experienced these things firsthand have reported severe and lasting health side effects. That's why I recommend the Patriot M54 gas mask. The Patriot M54 offers complete eye, face and respiratory protection against a wide variety of nastiness and contamination. It's lightweight with a comfortable, secure fit and low breathing resistance. It also comes with quick release buckles for easy donning and adjustment. In celebration of Black Friday, you can get 50% off your order when you purchase a Patriot M54 gas mask by October 31st. Just go to getagasmask.com and use the promo code BEAR50. Link in the description.
I'm terrified!
Oh, this bitch is just off tap. I mean, I don't see how you could record a video like this and go, yeah, that's great, I'll upload this to Instagram.
Listen to me, Republicans, listen! You are the people in history they warned us about! They warned us about people like you! Pay attention!
Pay attention. Listen to me scream in your face like a retarded banshee. You are evil. They warned us about evil people like you. Now change your mind. What a fucking winning strategy that is.
We're losing our democracy!
Actually, it's a representative republic. But even still, how are you losing your democracy if someone votes differently to you? Isn't that the idea of democracy? If they had to vote the same way as you, wouldn't that not be democracy? Fucking hell.
We're losing our democracy! Wake up! Wake up!
Well, she is just lovely. I'm sure she'll swing a few votes with a message like that. Next, we've got Don Lemon from CNN talking about how he's disowned various Trump-supporting friends.
You know what the sad thing is, and I'll be honest with you. I have many people who I love in my life. And yeah, I come from a red state. I've lived in several red states. There are a lot of friends who I had to really get rid of because they are so nonsensical when it comes to this issue. They have every single talking point that they hear on state TV and that they hear from this president. They repeat it and they are blinded by it. And when I said to you the other night, there's no way, they can't believe it. They can't, I was just goosing you in a way, right? You know what they say, I was,
Goosing
I was breaking
works.
your,
Goosing works.
Okay.
It's not like that'll be all over the internet. Continue.
But here's the thing. I had to get rid of them because they are too far gone.
Yeah, that is sad, Don. That is sad and pathetic. You know, it is possible to have family and friends you disagree with. You shouldn't be cutting people out of your life because they don't agree with you politically. That's fucking ridiculous. What a sad man.
I try and I try and I try. They'll say something really stupid and then I'll show them the science and I'll give them the information.
Oh, he shows them the science. This is a guy who thought planes could be sucked up by mini black holes.
And they still repeat those talking points. And all the while, the state was a hot spot. If you look at the information that we put up last night that came up yesterday, it showed you how the red states have now taken over where the blue states, where people came in because there are bigger cities and there's more transmission, obviously, where people are closer together. And so now the red states are the problem. And I had to get rid of a lot of people in my life because sometimes you just have to let them go. I think that they have to hit rock bottom like an addict, right? And they have to want to get help.
They have to hit rock bottom like an addict. Wow. And notice how he said he had to get rid of a lot of people from his life? So we're not talking about those 2 or 3 really annoying people who you just can't stand anymore. He's talking a lot of people. This is really fucking pathetic.
Sometimes you just have to let them go. I think that they have to hit rock bottom like an addict, right? And they have to want to get help. They have to want to know the truth. They have to want to live in reality. They have to want to be responsible, not only for other people's lives, but for their lives. So you know what? It's so sad. And I don't know if after this I will ever be able to go back and be friends with those people, because at a certain point you just say they're too far gone and I got to let them go. And if they're willing to come back and if they're willing to live in reality, then I will welcome them with open arms.
Yeah, I reckon they're going to tell you to go fuck yourself, Don. Anyway, the next one's a little bit more obscure. This guy's a good mate of Steve Shives, if you remember Steve. And he recently put out a video talking about how there's no decent Trump supporters. Watch this.
There are no fundamentally decent Trump supporters. None. Not a single one.
Yeah, I'm not going to respond too much to this one, because I'll probably get done for fucking bullying and harassment or something. I'm just going to put together a selection of clips to demonstrate his point.
They don't demonstrate fundamental decency. They demonstrate conditional decency, which is not the same thing. But in the 80s, HIV and AIDS exploded onto the scene, and it wasn't well understood in the early going, and there was a lot of misinformation, and there was a lot of judgment involved. A person referred to someone they knew who had died, a friend, a family member, whoever, and say that they died of AIDS. And the fundamentally decent reaction when somebody has passed away is to offer condolences for the person's loss. I mean, that's basic etiquette, the least that you do in that situation. But when it came to AIDS, some people wouldn't do that. Instead, they would first ask, how did they get it?
Did he get it from the gays? Well, no condolences for you. Oh, those fucking 1980s Trump supporters just shit me.
That's conditional decency. And it is appalling. And frankly, we see it all the time from Trump and his supporters. The list of offenses and indecency and brazen hypocrisy is so long and updated so frequently that new offenses barely even register anymore, even if they'd be disqualifying for just about anyone else. You know, careers would end for far less than this. There's always been bigotry, always been racism, always been hatred of one group for no good reason, always been abuse of power to keep one group in charge over the others. But at least in America, it's never seemed so brazen and so open and so unapologetic and so universal as it is now. They don't care about any of us. And how can they not care? Because they are indecent people. Because there are no fundamentally decent Trump supporters.
Well, that was depressing, but just a glimpse into the fever-pitch world of Trump derangement syndrome these days. It's getting worse, and it's going to culminate in the next few days with the election, I suspect. It's going to be fucking interesting. Anyway, that's me done. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Recession, session. Give me better times, give me better times. Recession, session.